Good morning viewers, welcome to my YouTube videos in Hi Physics Vlogs.
Hello, good morning students. Today I would like to discuss intermediate physics paper 1, that is junior inter class 11 for Telugu state boards. So due to the COVID, pattern will be changed a little bit. Choice is given more. So if you see, this is the model paper which I searched from the net. The model paper having total marks will be 60 marks, maximum marks. The model paper will be looking like this. Very short answers are there. 15 very short answers are given. Among the 15 you have to write 10. That means each one carries 2 marks. 10 into 2, 20 marks. And 4 marks will be given 15. Out of 15 you have to write only 6 questions. 6 4 are 24. And 8 marks questions will be given 4. Among the 4 you have to write any 2. That is 2 into 8, 16 marks. Total will be 60 marks, maximum marks. So all the best for your exams. And now the very short answers given in this model paper is like this. First question will be, when does a real gas behaves like an ideal gas? That means it is in the chapter heat part. So for this the answer will be like this. So at low pressure and high temperature, a real gas behaves like an ideal gas. That is answer for this. So many times it will ask. Question number 2. The absolute temperature of a gas is increased 3 times. What will be the increase in RMS velocity of the gas molecules? This is in the last chapter, kinetic theory of gases. This is also very easy question. Very short answer. So as we know that for the solution, as we know that Vrms is equal to root 3RT by m. Here Vrms is directly proportional to temperature T under root. So that we can write it double form. V2 by V1 is equal to root over T2 by T1. Here given condition is temperature increases by 3 times. That is T2 is equal to 3 T1. If you substitute T1 T1 get cancelled, you will get root 3. That is V2 is equal to root 3 V1. That means RMS velocity will be increases by root 3 times. That is answer. Next question number 3. Two thermally, it will be looking very lengthy question. So but it is easy question. Two thermally insulated vessels 1 and 2 of volumes V1 and V2 are joined with a valve and filled with air at a temperatures T1 and T2 and the pressures are P1 and P2 respectively. If the valves joining the two vessels is opened, what will be the temperature inside the vessel at equilibrium? The condition given here is at equilibrium. That is important. So in this condition, two vessels are joined means their common volume is V is equal to V1 plus V2 and number of moles should be equal. So that is N is equal to, you can say, total number of moles. You can write this one. In the system, number of molecules moles remains constant. Then there is, here is the solution. N is equal to N1 plus N2. So as we know that N means, according to the ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. From that we will get N is equal to PV by RT. Here volume is combined means V1 plus V2. So in place of N you can write P into V1 plus V2 by RT as usual is equal to N1 means first vessel, that is P1 V1 by RT1. R is the constant value, plus N2 means P2 V2 by RT2. So among these, if you observe, R gets cancelled. Finally you will get P1 V1 plus P2 V2 by T1. So this can be applied by using the Boyle's law. By T is equal to, if you do the LCM for this, T1 and T2 are the LCM, you will get P1 V1 T2 plus P2 V2 T1, like this. Now from this, if you can solve the temperature inside the vessel, that is T is equal to, you will get the final value. P1 V1 plus P2 V2 into T1 T2 by P1 V1 T2 plus P2 V2 T1. So here is the answer for this. So that is a question number 3 answer. Next question number 4 is given. When water flows through a pipe, which of the layers moves fastest and slowest? So as we know that this is the mechanical properties of fluids chapter. So continuity equation you can use this. Here if you observe, if it is a pipe here like this, when the fluid is flowing inside the pipe, at the central layer, which we can say axial layer, velocity will be maximum. While going in the upward direction or downward direction, velocity decreases. At the layer which touches the walls will be nearly zero. Just below that wall will be the slowest. That means we can write the answer for this like this. Velocity of the water layer along the axis of the tube is maximum. The layers near to the contact with the walls of the tube is slowest. That is V is minimum. So that is answer for the 4th question. Next, 5th question. This is also common question. That is it necessary that a mass should be present at the center of mass of any system? This chapter related to the RM, rotatory motion center of mass, system of particles. So in this case, for this answer is, you can simply write, no, it is not necessary that mass should be present at the center of mass. So you can write, if you want, you can write the example also. That is, example is nothing but a uniform ring or uniform bangle. Uniform is the important thing. So that is about the 5 questions. Next, 6th question. Now 6th question is, this is also related to rotatory motion, that is system of particles. We cannot open or close the door by applying the force at the hinges. Why? So for this the answer is, torque is required. Torque is required to open or close the door. As we know, the formula of the torque, tau bar is equal to Rf sin theta. That is magnitude. If force applied at the hinges is if you apply the force across the hinge, then R is 0, then so that you can know that torque is 0. So it is not possible to rotate the door by applying the force at the hinge. That is answer for the 6th question. And then 7th question, that is, why should a helicopter necessarily have 2 propellers? So if you see helicopter having 2 propellers, that means topmost 2 propellers will be there. So for this answer will be like this. With one propeller, helicopter possesses angular momentum in only one direction. To balance this, 2 propellers are required with angular momentum equal and in opposite direction. That is the answer for this. Next, question number 7. This one will be question number 7. Question number 8. If a bomb at rest explodes into 2 pieces, the pieces must travel in the opposite direction. Explain. That is the question. So for this, the answer will be like this. So explosion of the bomb is due to the internal forces. So it can applicable here. Law of conservation of momentum is valid here. So if you observe, initially the bomb is at the rest position. That means initial velocity is 0. That means total momentum before will be 0. So after explosion, 2 pieces will be there having the mass m1 and m2, velocities v1 and v2. You can apply the law of conservation of linear momentum, that is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 u2 into v2. Initial value will be 0. Then m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to 0. Then we can get m1 v1 is equal to minus m2 v2. So minus indicates the 2 parts will move away from each other, that is in the opposite direction. So that is about the answer for the 8th question. Next, question number 9. A horse has to pull harder during the start of motion than later. Explain. Now this will be related to the chapter friction. So in this topic, the answer will be like this. Okay. For starting motion of the cart, the limiting friction is to be overcome. Limiting friction is greater than the kinetic friction. That's why it is hard to pull harder during the start of motion. So you can write, if you want, you can write this one also. This is the relation between static and kinetic and rolling friction. Fs greater than Fk greater than Fa. Next, question number 10. This is related to the vector topic. That is, question number 10 is A bar is equal to I bar plus J bar. What is the angle between the vector and the x-axis? So as we know the formula for this, if A bar is equal to Ax I bar plus Ay J bar, Then you can write the cos theta is equal to ax by mod a bar, that is ax is nothing but 1, and mod a bar means under root of 1 square plus 1 square, you will get root of 1 plus 1, that is root 2. 1 by root 2 value in cos will be 45 degrees. Then you can get theta is equal to 45 degrees. So this is the answer for the 10th question. Next, 11th question. This is also vectors. If p bar is equal to 2i plus 4j plus 14k bar and q bar is equal to 4i plus 4j plus 10k bar, find the magnitude of p plus q. So first initially you have to find the p plus q value. Here p plus q value like this. Adding the I, j and k's, you will get 6i plus 8j plus 24k. So you have to find magnitude. Magnitude means under root over 6 square plus 8 square plus 24 square, you will get 36 plus 64 plus 576 root 676, that is 26 units is the answer for the 11th question. Next, 12th question. Distinguish between accuracy and precision. This is related to the first second chapter, units and dimensions and measurements. Here you can write by putting a table, or you can write like this also. So for this accuracy, first definition of the accuracy will be like this: the degree of closeness of measured value to its true value is nothing but accuracy. So you can write, if you want, it depends on errors. Next, precision. Precision means the closeness of the two or more measurements to each other. It also, you can write second point, it depends on least count of the given instrument. That is about the 12th question, very important one. Next will be the 13th one. Distinguish between fundamental units and derived units. That is the question. Now answer for this will be fundamental units, that is these units are not derived from any other units. Those are the basics. Example, you can write length, mass, time, these are all the fundamental units. What about the derived units? These units are derived from fundamental units. So example, you can write velocity, force, work and etc. So that is about the 13th question answer. Next will be the 14th question. Yeah, express the unified atomic mass unit in kg. So as you know that one unified atomic mass unit is equal to 1/12 of the mass of the atom of the carbon. That is, you can write simply 1 AMU is equal to 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg. So that is enough. Next, question number 15, last of a very short answer. What are the fundamental forces in the nature? This is related to the first chapter, physical world. So for this, answer will be like this. Fundamental forces in nature are gravitational forces, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force and weak nuclear force. So this is about the very short answers, 15 very short answers given in this model paper. And then 4 marks questions. So 4 marks questions will be, you have to write 6 answers, each carrying 4 marks. 6 for the 24. So here total given is 14 questions are given. So 14 questions are given. So look at this one. First question will be, these are related to the same numericals. Say the particle moves in a straight line with uniform acceleration. Its velocity at time t is equal to 0 is v1 and t equal to t velocity is v2. The average velocity of the particle in this time interval is v1 plus v2 by 2. Is this correct? Substitute your answer. So for this simple derivation, here look at this derivation, small derivation. Yes, answer you can write here S. It is true. The given statement is true. So we can get the formula initially. Average velocity is equal to displacement by time. From that you have to find the displacement. The given conditions here are initial velocity is there, v1, final velocity v2 is there, time t is there. So from the above given physical quantities, you can use this formula. So from the above, displacement of the particle in the time t, s is equal to ut plus half a t square. From that, initial velocity given here is u is equal to v1, acceleration a is equal to change in velocity by time, that is v2 minus v1 by t. Then if you substitute these two values in the above equation, you will get s is equal to u means v1t plus half of a means v2 minus v1 by t into t square. So t1t will be cancelled here. So v1t plus v2t by 2, you can write here minus means, so take out the bracket, minus v1t by 2. So among this, so this is 1, this is minus half. That means you will get half. So finally you can write from this, take out the t as a common, you will get v1 plus v2 by 2 into t. So this is the displacement you will get. But as you know, the formula average velocity is equal to displacement by time. So here it is a displacement by time. So time gets cancelled. You will get finally V average is equal to V1 plus V2 by 2. So hence the statement is true. That is about the 16th one. 4 marks awarded for this. Next question will be 17th question. That is, a man runs across the roof of a tall building and jumps horizontally onto the lower roof of the adjacent building. If his speed is 9 meters per second and the horizontal distance between the buildings is 10 meters and the height difference between the roof is 9 meters, will he be able to land on the next building? Take G value as 10 meter per second square. For this, you better to draw a diagram like this. These are the two buildings given. The separation of the distance between the two buildings is 10 meters, which here this is the person. You want to jump here to here. He is moving with initial velocity 9 meter per second. So this is the height, that is a height difference between the two buildings. That means you can do the height, this one. So you have to find for this. If you find the range, this will be looking like a parabolic path, projectile path, horizontal projectile. From this you can find the range. So as we know, the formula for the range is horizontal velocity into time of flight. So given values, you can better to write the given values here like this. Velocity of the man 9 meter per second, height of the difference between the buildings 9 meters, and G is equal to 10 meter per second square. We know range is equal to, the formula is horizontal velocity into time of flight. So R is equal to, you can write simply U into root over 2h by G. Substituting the values, you will get U means 9 and root of 2 into 9 by 10. So you will get 9 into root 18, that is nothing but root 1.8 by 10 is there. 1 root 1.8 means approximate value is 1.34. If you multiply with 9, you will get 12.07 meters. So if you observe, the range of this person will be 12.07. But here given is 10 meters, which is much more than. That means he can simply jump to the other building. So we can write finally like this. Distance between the two buildings is 10 meters. Here range we get more than this. Hence he will land on the next building. So this is about the 17th question answer. Now question number 18. Show that the trajectory of an object thrown at a certain angle with the horizontal is a parabola. Kya bola? Parabola. So the solution can be choose. You can check from my previous video. Next 19th question. 19th is also a if mod a bar plus b bar is equal to mod a bar minus b bar, prove that the angle between a bar and b bar is 90 degrees. Sometimes it will ask in the 2 marks question, sometimes it will be in the 4 marks question. So it is also, you can check from my previous videos. Next 20th one. Show that the maximum height and the range of the projectile are u square sin square theta by 2g and u square sin 2 theta by g respectively, where the terms have their regular meaning. So these are all checked from my previous videos. So I will only read the questions. So question number 21. Explain the terms limiting friction, dynamic friction and rolling friction. So these are all simple definitions you can write. Next 22nd. Mention the methods used to decrease the friction. 23rd. Define vector product. Explain the properties of the vector product with the 2 examples. That means you can write the definition, 2 properties and 2 examples. It's enough. Next 24th will be what is the escape velocity, obtain the expression for it. So again, that means I think that is orbital velocity. Yeah. So 24th will be escape velocity. 25th will be what is the orbital velocity, obtain the expression for this. Escape velocity means root 2gr, that is escape means root 2g, orbital means root gr, escape means root 2gr. So next 26. Describe the behavior of a wire under gradually increasing load. This is also one of the important questions. You check my videos. 27. The roof of buildings are often painted white during summer. Why? Black body, good observer, good emitter. So that is also, check it. 28. Obtain an expression for the work done by an ideal gas during the isothermal change. So isothermal work done, simply the formula will be 2.0303 nRT log V2 by V1. So that is a derivation, small derivation is there. You can check it. 29. State and explain the first law of thermodynamics. So this is also very easy question. You can better to write. Explanation means you can write the rules for the thermodynamics laws. Yeah, that is about the 4 marks questions. And next will be the 8 marks questions. Here 4 questions are given. Among 4 you have to write 2 questions answers. So each question carrying 8 marks. So attached problem is given here. So first question, 30th question. State and explain Newton's law of cooling. State the conditions under which Newton's law of cooling is applicable. A body cools down from 60 to 50 degrees in 5 minutes and 40 degrees in another 8 minutes. So find the temperature of the surroundings. So this is also important question. You can do the problem easily. Next will be, okay, question number 31. Yeah. Define simple harmonic motion. Show that the motion of the point of projection performing the uniform circular motion on any diameter is simple harmonic. This is good. Neat explanation will be given by me if you check from my videos. Next, 32. What are the collisions? Explain the possible types of collisions. Develop the theory of one-dimensional elastic collision. So this is also related to the collision topic. Derivation is there, finding the V1 and V2 values. Next, 33, last question. State and prove law of conservation of energy in case of freely falling body. So here the problem is given 25 meter depth, 600 kgs, 50. I already gave you. This will be in the long answer question. This problem will be related to the problems in physics class 11. I already discussed these problems. So thank you for watching. All the best for your future. Good day. All the best for your exams. Okay, thank you very much.